Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Civilization 5 as we continue our run here, our Deity run here, with Harald Bluetooth of Denmark. We've only got one city so far. It's only 27 turns in. We're about to get our second city. We got a settler already out here. I'm having a little bit of fun so far, although not a lot's happened. We do have a lot of landmass to ourselves at the moment. We could really stretch ourselves out way down here. We got a lot up here that we haven't really met anybody. I don't know how far. I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody up here, but we're going to try and push the city up here by this river to be relatively close to this gold and things like that. We'll see where that gets us. So that's currently what we're planning on doing. But yeah, let's just get right back into this. Again, reminder, if you missed any of the first episode, I haven't played Civ 5 in over 7 years, since whenever Civ 6 came out. So there's a lot I don't remember. And I've also never beaten it on Deity. In fact, the highest difficulty I ever played Civ 5 on was level 6, which is Emperor. So this is a pretty big jump up, pretty bold. We're probably going to lose, but it's okay. We're going to learn, and then we're going to circle back and figure out what we messed up on and just do better next time. So we'll see how it goes. Because quite frankly, and the reason I think we're going to lose is because I'm kind of playing build orders that are for Civ 6 and hoping that's good enough for Civ 5. We'll see. We'll see if it translates, but my suspicion is that it won't. Currently, we're building a circus because happiness in Civ 5 is ridiculously strong. I would say it's even stronger than amenities in Civ 6, because I think if you're low on amenities in Civ 6, I don't feel like the penalty's quite as noticeable. One city might have a little bit less growth, but the rest of your cities are usually going to be fine. One city might not have a lot of production, but you might have one city that's got lots of production and another city that doesn't. So it's more city by city in Civ 6, whereas in Civ 5 it is complete empire-wide. If we have any troubles with happiness, our entire empire struggles, which is harsh. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty harsh. Again, I mean, obviously, if you've never played Civ 5, there is no concept of districts. So we just have a city, and then we work the land around it. Every building goes inside the city itself. We're going to go ahead and come over here and work on a pasture. 7 turns to build this pasture. It will give us a second food, which I think is pretty useful. Workers, again, are not consumable like in Civ 6. They don't have charges and things like that. They are just... I'm just going to move you up to the spearman. Let him heal up another tick. Actually, just keep moving up there. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Archer, you can kind of track ahead. Spearman, you can wait one more turn. But anyway, workers take a period of time to build, as opposed to being something that has charges. So that does mean we don't, in theory, don't need quite as many workers. Although a lot of workers does mean you get to build your improvements quicker. But at some point, you're just going to have all the improvements built, and you're just not going to need the workers anymore. So usually, if I remember correctly, I used to like to have 1 worker per city. And then I think I would go like 1 worker per city plus 1 back when I played Civ 5 all the time. Because I would have a worker improving all the tiles around each city. So each city has its own worker. And then I'd have 1 worker just kind of walking around building roads, I think. Is it roads that you build with workers? I did something. I must be roads, right? Because roads didn't come from trade routes until 6.6. I think workers have to build roads in this version. That's right, because you can do Route 2 in Civ 5. I can literally say, hey, Route 2, this next city, and it'll build a road all the way to it without me having to intervene. That's right. So yeah, they used to have an extra worker just for road building, and then 1 worker per city beyond that. We'll see if that strategy works again here or not, or if we have to adjust, but I think it'll be good. Still liking the idea of building this up here. I'm pretty sure the city locations are still the same distance. You have to be at least 4 tiles apart, so we'll take that into account once we start building. We need backfilled cities here in a bit, but for now, I want to be very bold, go up towards the citrus, get some more luxuries, and then also kind of have this possibly within range. And of course, we'll come clear out this barbarian encampment with both of these guys here as well. Okay, you're going to go over this way. Archer's going to go over this way. And you keep going up that way. I could build right next to the citrus, but I want to build next to the river. I think there's still bonuses and benefits of doing that. Now, granted, if I work next to the citrus, we get the 3 food and the cows for 3 food, but we'll be able to get 2 food at least from the wheat right away, and that should be fine. All right, let's bring you up this way. Archer, can you shoot from here? You should be able to shoot from here. Perfect. Oh, you still have damage. So that was the second axeman that came out of there that chased down my spearman. Okay. Or hand axe, I guess. I guess an axeman is a slightly different unit, which I don't even know if they exist in this game. I think there were axemen in Civ 4, weren't there? All right, we are going to build. Yeah, it's pretty far from our other city. So there's that. So how much happiness did we lose from having just a second city? Okay, so we looks like we lose 3 per city. Is that what I'm seeing? 6 generated from the number of cities. And of course we got the population. So that's something to take into account as well. I do want to get probably a worker right away, just to be able to improve some stuff around here. Although there's also the argument to be had for going culture. Now you still have 1 per turn. So in 50 turns you will border grow. Wonder why you're boarding grow down here, not to the citrus. I mean, it's fine. We don't desperately need the citrus right away, but I'd like to get it at some point. We might buy out to the citrus tile at some point. All right, we're going to be in a lot of rough terrain with our units because we do have... this one definitely ignores terrain costs, and I think we have other bonuses related to rough terrain. Like hill terrain and things like that for our eventual ski patrols, or, you know, ski infantry, whatever they are. So I think we're going to keep going with barrage and things of that nature. That's right, cities do actually have a bombard from the get-go in this version of the game. I forgot about that. Oh, and upgrades do not end your turn. I forgot about that. Okay. I'm remembering things, guys. Oh, I really like this game. Like, I'm really getting into this. If you guys can sense my excitement right now, I hope you can, because I'm actually really excited to get into this. I still think we're going to lose because this is not an easy... It's not easy to play a deity on a game that you've never beaten deity on, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really, really looking forward to this. I hope you guys are as well. Okay. Feel pretty good about that. Got some more XP. 2 more turns on our circus, which will be very helpful. We are hoping to continue to grow, continue to get bigger. 4 turns and we'll be able to see where iron is, which will help us with whatever our next... Hopefully we're going to get the settler next from the civic. Who do I want to get the XP boost? We got the archer, the XP boost here. And then we'll just let you move in there. A little bit of gold. We actually got a decent amount of gold. Do we want to buy anything? Like I said, I could buy the tile over here. Can't I? I'm blind and not seeing how to buy tiles. Why not? I thought you could. Could you not buy tiles back in this version? I'm sure I'm just blind, right? Did I actually build a warrior, not a worker? I mean, I'm kind of okay with it. I'm going to leave it in there. I meant to build the worker so I can improve things. Another warrior is not a terrible idea, though. So I'm going to let it finish, even though it was an accident. But, yeah, okay. Is there not... I really thought there was a way to buy tiles, and I'm either blind as a bat or I'm wrong. and it's just as likely to be either of those situations. All right, we're going to keep doing some scouting, obviously, over here. Do we get a notification in the dark if there's barbarians, just like in Civ 6? I don't think we do. I think they can be surprised. Like, I think unless we have fog pop, or fog busting, I should say, I think we won't know. But we're just going to keep doing some exploration here. We are about to find another city-state, so we are not alone on this little island here. But it does seem like there might not be another major civilization, which is insane. Do I want to just go ahead and build a road right away? No, I want to no, you're not connected yet. I actually don't know what I want to do here. I mean, these tiles are so garbage. Probably we're going to be putting, like, I think trade posts is something we get later down on a lot of these tiles. I really want to get the, we have 8 turns until border growth, and then we'll be able to get the whales. Let's just go and hook up the other elephants for now, and then we'll maybe do the road after that. That way, if we do find somebody else, we can go ahead and start trading right away. I'm going to leave it on production focus because there's just no other better food anyway. Although I just realized maybe the production focus dictates what tiles it goes for. I had not thought about that. I'm actually going to go default. That might actually mean it grows to the whales over something else. We'll see. Let's go and get the monument. Do we get happiness from having units in our cities? Or is that like a civic thing? I feel like that might be a thing that exists, but maybe not something that we have right now. Biblos. Or city-states. So city-states are a little bit different here as well. Obviously, we don't have envoys that we send, but we can send them gold, which is why if you have a lot of gold, you can really control a lot of city-states in this version of the game. Unfortunately, these guys are hostile, so it does mean that these things will drop a lot quicker with them. They do have sugar, though, which is nice. We'll think about if we can get them happy with us at some point. We could also just be aggro and just declare war and just beat up on them. But for now, we'll make them somewhat happy. I might even pledge to protect you for now, just to get a little bit of an early boost here. Because why not? I'm not really looking to cause anything. What was your... Do you have any other, like, bonus? You are mercantile, or maritime is what I meant to say. So you do give us food if we are friendly, which would be nice for our capital. Oh, hello. You go to hut? We do have company. We are not alone. Well, I'm glad I settled this city, but we might need another one up here. But we are most definitely not alone. Can't see who that is, but there's somebody. They're a solid border, not a dashed border. There's our bronze working. Let's get this. So there were wells down here. So if we had settled here, we would have gotten those wells relatively soon. So we definitely still probably want to settle a city over here somewhere. We do get... Wait, what is this? Oh, we just finished the research. Okay. We got iron working. I think we want to backtrack a little bit. I mean, we definitely want to, you know, get some science type stuff relatively soon. That's going to be very important for us. We also want to get into sailing. Let's backtrack to pottery. Sailing is going to be very important. I think we get happiness if we connect our cities with roads as well. So it feels like that might be an important kind of early thing to do. Oh, wow. Was not expecting to see two of you guys close to each other. Oh, you know what? We only got 15 gold from Biblos, which is another proof that they'd already been visited by somebody. Because the first people to find them get 30 gold. Everybody after that gets 15. So, and you're actually friendly, which is really nice. And you have spices. Pledge to protect you as well, because why not? I could move through here. They don't like it when you move through there, if I remember correctly. It's funny that we see this much of your border. We still don't know who you are. Kind of a weird patch of desert right here that's pretty worthless. Alright, let's just move across. Keep exploring. Okay, who is this? Korea. Okay.
나의 훌륭한 백성들을 굽어 살피는 깨우친 임금 세종이요.
Want to be friends? Okay, we don't know each other well enough. That's fair. All right, we'll say goodbye. I actually don't know what Korea does, so let's go look at Korea real quick. Korea is... All right, so that's Sejong. Plus 2 science for all specialists. Ooh, that's nice. And for all great percentile improvement. Oh, wow, that's really nice. Receive a tech boost each time a scientific building wonder is built in the Korean capital. So he's going to be way more technologically advanced than us. Great. And he also has 2 unique units. They don't all have 2 unique units, do they? No, they don't. I know they don't. He's got a naval unit, which is interesting because, you know, we're going to be very maritime ourselves. Turtle ship cannot enter deep ocean. Replace the caravel. More powerful attack than the caravel and is extremely difficult to destroy. However, it may not enter deep ocean exits outside of the city borders. Interesting. Very, very strong naval unit that could cause us some trouble down the road. So we'll see. And then Hwacha, which is just a ranged unit, right? 2 ranged, pretty strong, effective against enemy land units, and vulnerable to enemy melee attacks. Should always be supported. And it must set up. So it takes a movement point to set up. Okay. So it's just a strong range unit, and then they have a ship. I mean, that range unit could chew through our berserkers. I mean, if... what was the... I don't remember seeing the time period of that, but that should be something to think about. I'm actually going to unlock you. And we're going to... I think you click that. There we go. I was going to say, if we click the sitter, it'll reassign everything properly. Wait, when I hook you, what do you do? Oh, you're just unemployed. Okay. Which we don't want. We don't have any buildings, obviously, that have anything yet. Now, let's see. I mean, barracks could be useful for reasons. Does give us more XP. On the other hand, we do want to settle more. Do we have the I mean, once we get the whales and the citrus, our happiness should be okay at some point. So I kind of feel like we could push towards one of these. Temple of Artemis, kind of cool, but we're not really going to be focusing too much on range units. We want some to support. That's not like our bread and butter. Now, if we were Korea, we'd be probably pushing for Temple of Artemis very aggressively. I think we go for... Oh, we also have the caravan, which would give us that trade route. We already start with a trade route available, don't we? Let's get a settler first. I really think we need to get cities down as quick as humanly possible, especially now that we've met somebody else. Speaking of meeting somebody else, do you have things that you can give me? Can we trade? How long until we get... Sorry, 1 second. How long until we get our whales? Or not whales, our elephants? Do we see? 3 turns. I think it'd be okay to trade away now. Just means 3 turns that we don't. Or I could wait 3 turns, I suppose. I just don't want him to lose his incense. In case like he traded away to somebody else. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it. We're only gonna be 3 turns without the extra, and then we'll have it here in a moment, which is fine. We'll have the shrine. We'll have the granary coming up. Granny will give us more food from wheat, which will actually be good for our capital. All right, I'm going to put you back on auto explore, and I'm going to actually have you come back to the city just to kind of protect us. There's a very, very good chance that Korea is going to be very aggro. Obviously, AI likes to be aggro in any version of civilization, especially early in the game. So I suspect we are going to be... We need to get more cities up here and be able to just build us a wall of protection up here. And then I think we'll be fine after that. I mean, at some point we want to be aggro against Korea as well. So we can pillage some of his stuff. Although if we can be friends with him, I wouldn't turn that down. Yeah, why not? Why not? Won't be nice. Probably just giving him information about how weak we are, but... Oh, that's right. Work boats are different, aren't they? As this grew, I just realized, I was like, wait a minute, we can't send our worker over there because work boats are a different thing. In fact, they're right there. Okay, I'm glad I'm going to go for sailing next, I think. So we can get the whales. We definitely want to get those. That's a good reason why we didn't expand to the whales then. The AI or the game is smarter than I am because I would have expanded out to the whales. Obviously, that would not have gone so well for me. Oh, we have iron right next to us. I mean, how much is it? Can we see? 2. It's only 2. That's only 2 berserkers, but there's more up there. How much is that? Also 2, so that gives us 4. It's a good start. It's a good start. I was going to build the road, but I do think we want to hook up the iron before I move on my merry way. So let's go ahead and have you make sure you're moving that way. Copenhagen dance. Oh, that's right. If we meet the demands of the citizens, we get We Love the King days and things like that. They give us a little bit of a, I think, a growth boost or something like that. It's all slowly starting to come back, guys. Slowly. We do have 2 turns until our next policy, which will be another settler. So that'll give us 4 cities then at that point, which will be really nice. And if it's just us in Korea, this is a very interesting start here. I mean, on this landmass, obviously. Obviously, it's not just us in Korea in the game. I need to get my second city up here. I mean, I want to backfill a lot of this, but our second city has to be up here somewhere. We've got to have a good, strong grouping of cities up here to be able to defend ourselves, and then we can do whatever we want below that. All right, let's go right into the settler. And it makes our other settlers train faster. Yep, I like this. We're going to be pumping out as fast as we can get luxuries, or I should say luxuries. I'm gonna say luxuries. You guys know what I mean. As fast as we get happiness, we are going to want to continue to build cities. I think, at least. I mean, it's suggesting here, which is not a bad place because it will get the whales eventually and it does get us more elephants. Kind of like the idea of pushing a little further up. But honestly, it probably would put it here and then somewhere else up here. Let's see, 1, 3, 4. Actually, there might not be another place up here. I just realized. Byblos, 1, 2, 3, 4 covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All of these. Because if I get too far away from Byblos, I'm actually too close to Aarhus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I mean, it's fine because Aarhus can get to this, but it also does mean that Korea won't be able to settle over here. So Aarhus will be the city that gets this eventually, as well as the iron. But we will not be able to put another city up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I want to be coastal. I still think being coastal is still the right idea. I think this is the right place for a city, actually. I mean, technically we could put one way over here somewhere, but that's really a garbage place. This might be our only 2 cities up this way. A little bit unexpected. Maybe if I'd moved our house a little bit differently, but I didn't know. It's fine. We could have fit another one up there. Well, like I said, it's good to know that nobody else can get this other than maybe the city-state. So that is really convenient. All right, let's go for this location. And then our next settler that we're building here will just be able to backfill some of these spots. And I'm happy with that. Still need that road to help us get connections here, but we'll get it momentarily. All right, Temple of Artemis actually was not built by Korea. That's actually good for us. It can be built in a far-off land that we don't know about. It's not affecting us right now. If it was built by Korea, I'd be a little bit worried. I'll be honest. All right, well, thank you for staying close enough so I can eventually kill you. I love that we have ranged attacks from the get-go, although it does make it harder to attack other people. We need to get gold so we can get some luxuries from our friends here. Unescorted settler, but I think we can see just about everything. I think we'll be all right. Oh, somebody's already in the medieval era. Okay. Well, our technology's garbage. We definitely need to work on that soon. Oh, there's so many... Everything needs to be worked on. Everything needs to be fixed and improved and done and whatever. What should we build? Yes. That's the answer to any question. What should we research? Yes. That's literally it. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I like that. Okay, wait a minute. If we build it here... No. We could build there, which might not be absolute garbage. And this one still gets the whales, still gets the horses eventually. Oh, sorry, this one has 1, 2, 3, but it doesn't get the fish. But it does get us a little bit of this. It might, and I like the fact that it's a little bit more of a wall. I think this could be a better location technically, but I think this is a better location strategically. Plus, it's on a hill. And I'm pretty sure we get a defensive boost on hills with our cities in this version of the game. So, yeah, I think I'm going to move up here. I must have done my math wrong. I thought we didn't have enough room to put one up there, but I like that. All right, Spearman, honestly, you're just going to do, we'll just fortify into hill for now, and then I'll figure out what I want to do with you. Okay, there's our warrior. Again, a little bit of a mistake, but I'm not super unhappy with it because we're probably going to need some defense here. We do want to get the worker that I had originally planned on building. It's a long time to build a worker, but it's very, very important for us. Actually, 1 turn away from border growth. Alright. I think I'm happy with this. You get expanded the horses, which is, I get it. I get why you would do that. Oh, that's right. You have better production because you are on a hill as well. Works the same way as in Civ 5 or Civ 6. Oh, that's right. The circus requires horses or ivory nearby. Well, I'm glad that both of these cities are going to technically have that. And if we connect them by the roads, I think they also get it. I think. I could be wrong about that one. At the very least, one of these two, whichever one has the horses, will for sure get it. And then the other one will have to... there's horses here too. So both cities should be able to get it, even if we can't connect them by road. If I'm forgetting about... Or if I'm wrong about that, I should say. I mean, honestly, I think we go for a worker. Oh, no, you have elephants right there. Never mind. Both these cities are going to be fine. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the worker as well. Let's get a couple workers out. Like I said, I like to have 1 worker per city and then 1 extra for building roads. So that's kind of the goal we're going to go for now. I mean, it's going to take a lot of turns, but as their population goes up, obviously it speed things up a little bit. Plus, if we can get the other Civic here, it will increase the speed that we build them. It's possible we should just wait until we get this, but that's 17 turns away. We could build these 2 workers before we even get to that. All right. We'll get more food from the wheat, which is good. And this city is, you know, not great on growth. I also like the idea of the caravan. I also like the idea of just building up military units just to make sure we're safe. A couple archers to sit in our cities up there. But if we were going to do that, we might go barracks first. We got enough happiness to continue to grow. I also like the idea of just going to more settlers. You know what? Let's get the rest of our cities down. Let's go for it. Let's be very aggressive here. All right, this settler, I do like the idea of backfilling down here. 1, or we can also put 1 over here. But we can put 1 over there even if we put this one. So I do like the idea of this one first because it will also be next to citrus that we can trade away. Yeah, so this one, and then we can put 1 over here later. I'm okay with that. All right, settler, or spearman, just go ahead and fortify for now. Worker, at this point, you can do the route to our cities up here. Yeah, the city, because it's on the hill, has 15 combat strength, which is good. A lot of elephants, though. I mean, I wish we had a lot more different luxuries. We do have, you know, 3, 4 that we can get ourselves because of the salt, which is pretty good. But we will have lots to trade as well, which is nice. 2 turns on sailing. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll keep pushing. I mean, right now, we don't have a reason to be aggro, so we're just going to keep focusing on our infrastructure. And we don't even have our berserker units anyway, so once we get our berserkers, we can decide if we want to be aggro at that point. I mean, it's probably a good idea to try to do that, but honestly, with this much land available to us, we can go for anything, I think. We're going to be able to spread out, have a pretty good sized civilization, and see where that gets us. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.